drifting is one of the fastest growing motorsport globally, and in TNT, it's no different. Last Sunday, drivers were able to bring their machines out of their garages for the first official drifting event for 2023. A variety of vehicles were part of the participating fleet, including Nissan C33 Laurels and even this old-school Toyota Corolla. Vice President of the TTDA, Ian Cox, explains what transpires during a shakedown drift event.
So you have Pro 1 and Pro 2 are the two classes. You have the more senior guys and the learners even here, because we have a special grid for those persons who want to learn in a separate section of the track. So you can do that safely, start to learn the rudiments before you come out and tackle the bigger sections of the course, because you want persons to advance their skills safely.
These machines must be well tuned and can even have quick changes before an actual race. Top tuner John Mark Arnold gives us an idea of his duties.
I deal with the electrical side and also the tuning side to make sure that the car works properly during the day. If they require more power, we can give them more power once the car can take it. If they require less power, we give the car less power. Right? We are trying to get the sport to move forward because drifting is one of those things that is a joy for everybody.
Speaking of tuning and building these machines, mechanic and main coordinator of the TTDA, Farid Sankar, explains the rudiments of building a drift-ready vehicle.
The main contributing factor that would have you face issues is the finances. Once that is out of the way, it's pretty straightforward because these guys, some of them, they build their vehicles themselves, whilst others hire shops to do it for them. So it all depends on the person and what their budget is like. That's why we're trying to push them to get sponsors. And with that, you're looking at maybe a vehicle could take you like 3 months, 1 month, a year. Again, it depends on how readily available is the cash.
Sankar says there is a growing trend of drivers from other disciplines like drag, circuit and rally taking up the new challenge of coming into drifting.
So we have guys like Christian Guru Singh, who is #1 circuit driver, karting driver in the country. He has a drift car in his possession and he intends to come up at the track and compete. And then there are other guys who used to drag race, like Dario Jordan. He's also a drifter. He competed last year in the championship series. He came second, I believe, in the championship series. So there are other individuals. Myself, I used to do something called solo decks, which is now called autocross. And now I'm in drifting. So there are guys from different disciplines who are in drifting.
Fans were out in their hundreds to witness the excitement under perfect weather conditions at the Frankie Budram International Raceway in Wallerfield, where 5 championship rounds are carded for the year 2023.
And at the end of this year, we will have champion crowned again for the Pro 1 and the Pro 2 class. And we're trying to have these guys get together and have the sport grow in such a way that we could push them to go international. And for TTDA, what we want by the end of 2023 is to maybe try and do a regional event. But it all depends on how things go this year.
Thinking about going to a drift event but safety concerns your mind? Ian Cox explains their strict policies.
Well, public safety is really quite easy. What we tend to do, we have persons at a certain point of the track. We have tire barriers and concrete barriers at those points. And as well as when we have drivers briefings, we try to inform the drivers on how we want them to drive the design course in order to ensure that should there be a mishap, it's very low risk to the patrons. As far as driver safety, scrutiny is done before each and every competition. So at a minimum of visual inspection, we are able to try to pick up where things may go wrong ahead of time, which will allow drivers to do what they're doing behind me right now safely and to the delight of the fans.
He also called on racers to keep all racing on the designated track.
So we always have these events here to let guys come, blow the steam off, have all the fun that they want to do here, find the full limits of their vehicles at the track, because the public road is not the place. This is something we've learned over the years, and we see results of where people try to do too much on the public roads. Those roads are not designed for that. This is the track. This is the only racetrack, and this is the place to do it safely.
Well, keep your calendars clear as the first competitive day of drifting will be on Sunday 23rd April 2023. I need to get a proper coverall earlier. These burnt tires always messing up my nice t-shirts and Sachin Ramsubhag for your Sports Watch.